What are some ways that your wives have contributed to your growth that you didn't realize that you needed?
Hey, you got time?
I got,
I'm
I got
saying,
time. I got time. I got time.
look, for me, my wife is she is my number one fan. She is my biggest cheerleader. She is team Othello, team Lamar, team Harvey all the way.
Team Tar Heels. Well, that's another
She
episode.
definitely is team Tar Heels. You
Another
feel me?
episode.
So when I go through stuff and I get down, like I'm a very confident individual as it is already. But it's certain things that I need reassurance in. And without a second thought, my wife is there. It's certain things that I might procrastinate on. Without a second thought, my wife's there like, hey, you said this was the goal. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's knock this out. You're a very goal oriented person. Let's move on. You feel me? I told my wife, come rain, sun, or hail, I was buying a house this year. This was a year ago. We've been in our house for a year. You feel me? She put that battery in my back. I did what I had to do to get it done. And no matter what obstacle came our way, we got it done together. So she's always, if I can turn to anybody, I could turn to my wife. And as a man, I needed that. Because sometimes we be out here in these streets looking for that type of support, but you can't find it in just one person. So now I got five of them, but it's kind of hard to, this one is only good at making me feel good here. This one's only good at making me feel good here. This one's only good for this. And well, she just looked nice and she make me feel good. So I'm gonna keep her around too. I don't need none of that because I got one. You feel me?
That's what's up.
I think.
Go ahead, brother. No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
For me, it started like in the beginning. Even in the dating phase, of our relationship. My wife was she always knew how to push me. She always knew how to if I was, kind of down or having issues with, something at work or whatever it was, because my wife know me. I'm very hard on myself when it comes to things. I like to make sure stuff's done and it has to be done a certain way. Like that's just me. I've always been that way. And she's always had a way of pushing me, just always been able to push me. And she's never led me wrong. Like every time she pushes me or told me something, hey, don't give up, baby. Keep going, keep going. It's going to get better. Things always work out, in the favor for both of us. When it comes to my career, because I'll be the first to tell you, I don't think I'd be in the military still if it wasn't for my wife. Because it's been so many times I've been ready to just, be like, you know what, I'm done with this. Fuck this. I'm getting out, and I'm gonna figure it out. But she's always been there, and she's always, nope, you don't give up. We don't give up. In the moments like that. Early on, and that goes back to one of the questions earlier. That was one of the qualities that I seen in her early on, and I knew I had to keep her around. I knew I had to keep her, and eventually I was gonna have to make her mine, because if not, I ain't want the next person to get that quality. And then I'm just sitting back like, man, I could have made that decision a long time ago, and I didn't make it. So, yeah, I said all that to say, like, without her, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be as successful as I am today. And going forward, it's only going to get better. We continue to grow together, continue to build, and just have that foundation and set that good example, for the younger generation to look at and model and see, okay, we can do this. This is something that we can do. I like that, and just going forward with that, man. Like, but yeah.
I'll say mine without getting too emotional, but the one thing my wife told me that she gave me, whether God forbid we make it, we don't make it, whatever. She said, Wendell, you deserve this love. you're a good person too. You deserve to be loved. And that was something I never thought about. I literally had never thought about. A lot of times, we as men, much less black men, don't receive that affection. And people just want to point out, especially those of us in this age bracket, a little bit older, there was that point where Clinton's wife came on. She said black men are super predators, right? It was oversimplification of the statement, but super predators. You're not going to make it past 21. Robbery, violent crime, drug offenders, all these other things that were put on us, as like we said earlier, as boys. And you just like, you just live this tough life, so you don't think you deserve this love. And she told me, she's like, you deserve this love. It's okay to be loved. It's okay to accept and receive love. And it just blew my mind. It blew my mind, and it was subconsciously, I'm just like, okay, yeah, duh. My mom loves me. My grandma loves me. The people at church, they love me. But I never thought about love from another person, that eros love, you know what I mean? The agape love, I knew, the family love, I knew, but the love from just another person, just as you are right now. And that really changed my perspective on a lot of things. And it helped me grow, since being married. At work, we joke, as a military folk, you got to be tough, right? But I've gotten a real soft, you know what I mean? And not just soft in terms of like, oh, I cry at Bambi, so much more compassion. You know what I mean? It helps me interact with my soldiers, with my subordinates. Because I think, do you really want someone just you all the time, just knife handing the dickens out of you just cause? Or would you rather would you be more receptive than someone coming with you with some respect, with some compassion? And like we talked about the previous segment, having that healing, I don't have to do what my NCO did to me. I don't have to be that reflection of just being some cold-hearted guy. Because you guys knew me in Korea. There was no mercy. There was no stopping. Special tolerance, whatever I said, that's what it was. Half cocked on soju, on whiskey or whatever. That's what it was. The job's getting done. But now I can enter into it with a different viewpoint, because that love has healed and helped me grow, that I didn't even think was necessary. Didn't even think was missing. So she taught me that really love can heal. It can really help heal, and you can grow in ways you never thought possible. I've been able to reach so many soldiers. Like I can't emphasize it enough. So many, I can tell you frankly, several potential suicides, because I could just come off this heel of being this tough, big mandingo black man and just be Wendell and reach somebody, because somebody's love penetrated me and helped me grow, and that was the biggest thing, was just accepting that somebody loves me.
That's what's up.
Man, I'm gonna keep this as short and sweet as possible, because anybody that knows me knows I cannot talk about my wife for more than 2 minutes without crying. That woman has contributed to my growth as a human being in ways that I can't even fathom. And it started from the first time I met her. I mean, our first real conversation. The first thing she said to me was, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?"
Off rip.
Like out the gate. I wasn't even thinking that far. I've never thought that far ever in my life until she asked me, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" So, and she's the most toughest, smartest woman I have ever met in my life, man. She covers me, all the flaws that the world don't see. That's because of her. she sends me out into this world with my chest out, head up. Hey, you're a black man. You're the priest of this household. You're a king.
Mm.
You our leader.
Mm-mm.
Every time you leave here, you are a reflection of us. You are a reflection
Mhm.
of God. Listen,
It's all right, bro. Let it out. That's what we're here for. Let it out.
Yeah, that's real right there.
that's my
That's what-
everything, man. That's my everything, bro. Like I can't even put it into words, bro. She's just been everything for me. Like I literally wouldn't be as confident as I am. I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't be a tenth of the man I am today without her.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.